Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am getting real close on watch hours here. Let me turn this radio down. There we go. I'm gonna try some new wraps coming up this week. Got some different thread, and me and fellow Dynasty Rod Customs. I don't know if you guys know of him, but he's a great friend. I believe he's in Indonesia. I learned a lot of my rod wrapping techniques from him. We're gonna do like a duet rod wrap. He speaks very little English, and we communicate through email a lot, and we have to use translators to talk back and forth. He's a great guy. I don't know if you guys have him or not, but definitely check him out. I'm going to post a link to him right here. Huh? How do I do this here? Yeah, here's the link to his channel. We're going to be doing, we're trying to figure out what wrap we're going to do together. And what we're going to do is he's going to do the first part of the wrap, and then I'll copy it here. And then he'll post the part one on his channel. And then I'm going to finish the wrap on my video, and then he'll post the part two to his people. And he's a real good guy. He's taught me a lot about rod wrapping, period. And I think you guys would enjoy him. Here's his channel, and he's got a ton of content. Let's see his about. So he started his channel in 2010. It's close to 1 million views, and he's a real talented guy. I mean, he does things very primitive in a way compared to what like I do. Well, let me show you some of his rod building stuff. I don't think I shared the sound, but it's not in English anyway, so. Like he holds this. I like how he puts that over the screen like that too. He holds I mean, he's holding his rod in his hand. He ain't even got it on a rod wrapper. This guy is like phenomenal. See, he's got a string on there with the marks on the string. I like that too. But I've learned a lot of my wraps and the basis to my wraps from watching his videos. I'm actually a member on his channel, and we've become pretty close. So if you guys don't have Dynasty Rod Customs, man, I definitely, if you like rod wrapping videos, I mean, this guy is super good. And as you can tell, look at the size of the thread he's using. It's like, sort of like twine. And using, I mean, these are big rods. Look how big that rod is compared to his finger. You could tell it's a heavy duty rod. So it's hard to copy him when I'm using like a little 7 foot medium rod. My base of my rod isn't that big. But I mean, this dude he's got it going on, I'll tell you that. Don't say how many subscribers he has. But this video alone's got 58,000 views. He's a good guy. I definitely recommend checking him out. Since we're giving shout outs, I know all the people that watch my lives know Living MN Outdoors. If you guys don't have him, definitely subscribe to this guy. Very, very, very humble guy. Him and his wife do some great content. They're really good people. I definitely recommend checking out this channel too. If you guys don't have Living MN, check them out. Look at these spikes here. It must have been when he did it live. That's 603 views gained. He's come a long way. When I first started watching him, I think he only had like 300 subscribers. I wonder how many watch hours he's got. He's got a total of 88,000 views and 160 videos. When did he start his channel? It's February 17th to 2020. Wow. That is great. That is really good. Good for him. But anyways, I am moving up on my watch hours. What we got now? 3,543 watch hours now. That's all I'm waiting for to get monetized. The only problem I have is like when you go to your analytics, do 365 days. Like I'm getting ready to lose. Let's watch hours. Let's do watch hours. On the 17th, I had 17.7 watch hours. So now when this goes to the 18th, you lose those watch hours because the monetization only goes for 12 months. So, so when you go, like I'll lose that and I'll be back down to on the 18th. I only had 2.2 watch hours back then. So that I'll lose that 17 point, whatever it was. What was it? 17.7. So let's say I got 20 watch hours today. I would only actually get, 2.3 watch hours because I'm going to lose that 17.7. You only get your watch hours are only for a 12 months. But this little rod wrap I did right here, the last one I posted on Thursday, YouTube's been recommending it pretty good. It's like, I had 151 views since Thursday, and YouTube recommended it. I got 90 views from recommendations, and my click-through rate is 11.5%. It's actually down. It was like 12.5 earlier. Oh, it says 12.5 right there. But that little video is doing good, and that's why I keep putting out rod wrapping videos, because the rod wrapping videos do good. All my fishing videos, I get a few 30s, views here, 30 views there. But as you can tell, I mean, these rod wrapping videos, I mean, this one right here is from January. This one's from that was that stupid. That was one of my very first videos. It's gained so much views. I made this thing, I started my channel in July, so this was in August. And it's almost got 10,000 views, and it's gained 266 watch hours from that thing. I went to do a product review of this stick anchor that I got in my boat, and I did a little talk about it in the beginning, and I jumped in my boat, and I was going to go do a demo version of it, show it, product review, and I spun the prop on my boat, so I never got a chance to do it. So when I got back home, I just sat at the table back here and I talked about it again. I mean, the video is only 4 minutes and 8 seconds long. And that video does unbelievable. It's actually slowed down in the last month or so because it used to, I mean, it's gotten 24 views in the last 48 hours. I used to, it used to average about 40, like 20 views a day, every day for a year. So, I mean, that little video, 4 minute video, it's weird how it just took off like that. The Chevron wrap video has always been a good video too since I put that one out there. It's like 207 days old. No, 265 days old. October 16th. That one was. But I mean, YouTube suggests it a lot, and it's only got a 4.6% click rate. It's had 81.5 thousand impressions, but only 3.8 thousand views from those impressions. But watch time from those impressions is 538 hours. That's a lot of view time for just this little video. I mean, it slowly just went up. First few days, didn't do nothing. 23 days, it just sat dormant, and then it just started climbing. It's been climbing ever since. But that's what happens. These rod wrapping videos all do really good. I mean, if a video is getting 7 and 8 views a day, I wouldn't mind that. Here's the prop hub replacement from when I spun that prop. And that was August 20th. And I put that video out on the 27th. They do all right. The rod wrapping videos do all right. I got some. It's hard to do some of these wraps in the size D thread. Like that one I just did, that simple star one I just did. I didn't like the way it come out. The end of the stars were pretty square, and I've got a lot of ideas. I got one idea. I want to make a school of fish and then a predator fish behind the school of fish, all out of thread, all with wrapping the thread. My goal is to make a school of fish with a predator fish, like looking like it's chasing it. That's my goal. It's something I've been working on. I got to. I draw it up on the computer, and excuse me. I draw it up on the computer, and it looks like it is feasible. The math will give you a migraine. I can't get this math right. And when I do it on the computer and I look at the wrap, it looks beautiful, like that simple star wrap. I ended up having to cut that back because it did not come out like I wanted. Let's go back here. This part right here, it ended up really square, and I ended up having to do some modifications. That's not how the computer showed it. It's supposed to be more of a dominant, come to a sharp point at the ends, and it kind of like just fattens out, and I just wasn't what I pictured. I mean, it still looks good, still a good looking rat. It's just not what I envisioned and what I drew on the computer. I ran out of room, so every time I'm running out of room, like when I did the soaring eagle, that looked great on the computer too. But when I did it, I'm gonna look for it here. It's probably in. But when I did it on the computer, it looked great. But when I did it on the, oh, excuse me, I've been roofing for the last 3 days. I'm getting my butt kicked. But when I did it on the rod, I had to shorten it up again because, as usual, oops, yeah, let me just share this. You can't see it here, but the right here on the tail. Let me, might as well just play the darn thing, and then I'll pause it towards the end where I'm showing the rat. Hey, ain't that something? I'm not monetizing. I got commercials on my darn stuff. Let's go back. All right, get ready to pause it. Okay, right there. See, this wing was supposed to come up to a point. I had to close it off because it was going to run into that one. And this tail, the same thing. This tail was supposed to come down to a point. And I think I can't figure out the equation, but in the computer program that I'm using, um, I think it's set up for size A thread, and I can't figure out how to change it to size D thread. Like that tail is not what I wanted. See how square it is? That's supposed to come down like feathers to a point. Same thing with that wing. That wing's supposed to be one feather at the end. See how this is like this and this is like that? This one right here was supposed to come up more too. So it was more prominent. See, than that. See how it goes there, there, there. And that one's supposed to stop there. Then there's supposed to be another one that comes up to here. But as you can tell, it ran into the other eagle. So I don't know what is going on with the way I'm figuring things out. But instead of trying to rewrite the computer program and edit all that stuff, what I'm going to do is switch to size A thread and see if that helps. There's a perfect example. Let this wrap up a little bit. But you can see how blunt that wing is in the tail. See that tail? That should be coming down. I don't like that at all. Great, kids are coming up. Yeah, that's supposed to be way out there. But anyways, that's some of the trouble I'm having with this. I get a vision on a wrap. I put it into a computer program so I can put it on a rod and literally spin it around. And I mean, it don't tell me exactly how to do the layout and stuff like that. I mean, it tells me, it figures the spacing out per the diameter of the rod. But I think that number is something's messed up with that number. So I'm going to try size A thread, and that should bring it down because it is a lot smaller. I think 3 times smaller is what I'm guessing. But I tried using.
How did that? Where did they get that? Where did that come from? Who's this stuff?
It came from the garage. As you can tell, the kids are home, everybody.
Oh, sorry, guys.
But yeah, so that's my goal is to figure out because these wraps I'm doing are not quite what I see. Did you put that dog outside?
Yeah.
Well, don't leave her out there because I'm not getting her. You can't just throw a dog outside and leave.
Mama just told me to go put her outside. It was time for her to go outside, so I just put her outside.
I just brought her in from going outside.
Oh, well, Mama said she had to go outside because she kept screaming.
She kept screaming because she heard you come home.
You leave her too.
Put her in her kennel, man. I'm not dealing with that dog today. Anybody want a wiener dog? Put her in the camera. No a wiener dog for sale. Oh, you can even have her.
You get them for free. You can have a free fishing pole too if you take her.
Wait, I'm not giving away a free fishing pole to take the dog. My daughter's trying to give away free fishing poles. All right, what else we can talk about? Oh yeah, that boat that I normally go out in, that Triton, 24-foot Triton. Um, it broke down again. The power steering went, and we had to get it towed back in. But him and his fishing partner that owns half the camp with him, they went and got themselves a new boat. Now they got a 26-foot Triton with all the bells and whistles. Man, where's my wedding? I was making fried chicken. I think I got my wedding ring. I took it off to do that. I better go get that. My wife would kill me. What? All right, but that is what I'm working on right now. I'm working on I'm gonna get another cameras too that can zoom in better. And I've had people asking for step-by-step instructions on how to do these rod wraps. I think I'm gonna do all the videos again, but if I did step by step, I think that when the GoPro uploads it, I think it's like 15 or 20-minute clips that it uploads, and then you got to put them in order and all that stuff. But I can't leave it like that. It'd be like an hour and a half, 2-hour video. Nobody's gonna watch it through that. Your rating, your stats will all go down. So I do the fast forward and stuff and just show you the process of me doing the wrap. But for members of the channel, that's going to be one of the perks is all the videos that I do on how to wrap a rod. I'm going to explain step by step what I'm doing, the size of the diameter, what the math is that I use to come out with the spacing, how I figure out how far to start the space in between wraps, all that stuff. It'll be a long video, but it'll be something for members to, that are really interested in the step-by-step process, because I can't just make hour videos, 3-hour videos. I mean, nobody's going to watch that, and then your content won't get put out there in front of a lot of people because you got a 3-hour video and somebody watches 5 minutes of it. I mean, they're going to be watching like what, a 0.5% of your video, and then they're not going to recommend your video. So that's why I don't make those long videos. But once I'm monetizing stuff, I'm gonna have a members area, and then one of the perks for being a member is you're gonna have access to all the how to set up that wrap, how I went through the exact process, what tools I use, the math I use to figure it out, and all that type of stuff. But I don't think this is going to be a long live. Don't seem to be many people on and enjoying it, so I am going to, We're gonna just be on for a few minutes, but these two channels are over here in the comments. Dynasty Rods Custom, real Dynasty Rod Custom, real good guy. I definitely recommend checking his channel out. Living MN, great supporter of my channel. Like I said, I was subscribed to his channel when he only had like I want to say he was under 300 subscribers, and he's come a long way in this year, man. And he is such a humble guy. Him and his wife are great people. Um, I love to throw some subscribers their way. Probably going to be doing a custom rod for him and his wife here soon. Great people. And as you guys know, Dynasty Rod Customs. Now, this guy, you see the work I do on these custom rods. And I got like all this rod wrapping equipment. When I first watched his videos, he was sitting like on a dirt floor and was holding the rod with his like feet. And he don't have a rod wrapper like I do. As you can tell in this video right here, he is using his hands and holding this thing in the air and wrapping this thing with one hand and holding it with the other. Look at this. It's not in a tool. You can tell by the way it's moving. He's free holding this thing. This dude, I mean, he don't speak very good English. I think he speaks Indonesia, whatever that language is. But that's what I use to translate his text. But I mean, he's a super informative. This is how I learned a lot of my rod wrapping. Look how clean his work is, and like I said, he sits there. I've seen videos of him just sitting on the beach and just watching the surf and wrapping rods. He's a great guy. I've talked to him a lot. Look at the size of that thread he's using. It's more like yarn. But then again, look at the size of that. You know, that right. Look at your thumb, and then that rod is bigger than his thumb. I am curious how he does this part here, though. Like sometimes over the screen, it'll show. He'll show the wrap over the screen. That's a nice reverse chevron wrap right there. You got like a diamond in the center of that. Great work. And how he keeps his spacing. Look, he's showing how to tie it off there. But how, I mean, he freehands everything. You don't see him with rulers and markers and all that stuff like you see me doing. Look, he's holding that with one thumb and cutting it. You guys see me, I got the rod tensioner and I still have trouble doing that. Unbelievable how good this guy is. But I definitely recommend checking his channel out. You want to learn some things. I recommend checking him out. He does all kinds. I like this fish one he did here too. Let's see. Get towards the end, you can see the fish. That's a nice fish right there. He hasn't closed off the wrap yet. You still got to fill in all that extra stuff. But that's a good looking wrap. Guy's really good at what he does. I definitely recommend checking out his channel. You won't be disappointed. As you can tell, there it is with the epoxy on it. It's a nice wrap. Yeah, so if you don't have them, definitely Dynasty Rod Customs. Good guy. Good, good supporter of my channel. We're going to be doing a duet rap here soon. He's going to do the first part of a rap, and I'm going to do the second part of the rap. And we're still just coming through, still talking through emails on what one we're going to do. Yeah, he's going to do the first part, post the first part on his video, on his channel, and then I'm going to share it on my channel. And then, hi, and then I'm gonna do the second part of it and show the finished product, and then and I'll post that video on my channel, and he's gonna share my video on his channel. That's our theory we're working on right now. But I like to support him because he's like the first one that he's had his channel forever. I mean, his channel was started in 2010, and he's come a long way. You go to his videos, he's got videos for days. And you go to his beginning, I mean, he's starting to use like a rod holder now, but this guy he amazes me every time. Like that one wrap I did, the fade wrap, the 4-color fade wrap. I mean, I learned that from watching him. He's like a real good guy. I just like to support him. Well, it's only been a half hour, but there don't seem to be anybody on, so I'm gonna peace out, and maybe I'll get some people joining on my next one. I'm not gonna stay on and just sit here and babble to myself. There's nobody to talk to. So I'm out, and I'll catch you on the next one. More videos coming. I try to post Tuesdays and Thursdays. Keep your eye out. I'm working out the bugs on these rod wraps. I'm always trying something new. And like I said, members, I'm going to go through when I do get monetized. I'm going to make it members. And one of the perks is going to be for people that are a member of the channel are going to be able to get detailed instructions on how to do these wraps. Thanks for watching, everybody, and always thanks for your support.